It's time for the SP and Bushy Show. Here's your hosts, SP and Bushy.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the SP and Bushy Show. It's a very special episode. We are very excited to have our first guest ever on the show. First, before we get to him, though, Bushy, how you feeling?
I'm feeling really good, buddy. I'm very excited. We're going to probably be talking about it. We have the NHL playoffs starting. NBA playoffs are going to be starting. It's playoff time, and the schedule release came out the week before as well. So I'm excited, man. Football's just right around the corner too.
Yeah, it's almost like the most wonderful time of the year again. It's like March Madness was the most wonderful time of the year. Now we get an even more, or another wonderful time of the year.
Exactly. Yeah. Usually about around this time, we're probably around conference finals for like basketball and basketball and hockey. We're right around conference finals time, but not this time. No, playoffs are starting, and I have to admit, I kind of like the mid-May playoffs.
I do too. Honestly, I think it gives us a little bit longer with more competitive sports going on. Normally we just have baseball going through the bulk of the summer, and so I think having the NBA and NHL playoffs being more prevalent in June is going to be great. But we also talked about March Madness, and we got to introduce our special guest. And I'll let you do the honors, Bushy.
Yes. So if people forgot, we did a bracket for the SP and Bushy Show, and a lot of people did enter. And we had one winner, and that was the winner, and he won. And that was the prize. You got to be the special guest, our first guest actually of our podcast. So I want to welcome Trevor Murray, man. Trevor, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing great. We're ready to talk sports with you, buddy. I mean, are you excited for any of these playoffs coming up, or?
I mean, I'm sitting here watching the Pacers game, and Doug McDermott's already killing it in the first quarter.
They're playing Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll probably have this running gag too when it comes to the NBA Finals again. So we'll have that segment of what were we doing when we against watching the NBA Finals. But I guess that's good. I guess that's good news for Indiana right now with that play-in game format.
Yeah. It's good to see a playoff game in Indiana.
Oh, the first time in a while, actually. Am I not mistaken? Or
yeah, for the Pacers, I believe it is.
Yeah. Well, they had a good stretch in the early 2010s with Roy Hibbert at the helm. But yeah, I'm just so excited for that. And yeah, I guess it's good news for the people of Indiana to try to get that playoff win.
Yeah. But they got a tough draw next round if they make it through tonight.
Right. I got a question, guys. Do you guys count this as a playoff victory? Because I don't think so as well, even though they'll count it as technically a thing. Do you guys count it as a playoff win?
I count it as a playoff win.
I mean, I kind of see it both ways of where it could be versus where it wouldn't be. I mean, I guess you could do this as like the wild card for like MLB or the NFL playoffs. So, I mean, yeah, I could see it as a win.
Right. Yeah, I can see it as a win for the same reason. With the baseball playoffs counting that play-in game as a win, I think this counts as a win as well.
See, I don't count those as well, especially for like the MLB as well. I mean, I feel like it was like a game to get into the playoffs as well. Like we always counted. Remember back in the old days when you had that 163, they counted that towards the regular season rather than the playoffs. And I just figured this is kind of a regular season-esque type of game. I know it has a little more value than the playoffs, but I personally feel like this is a regular season game rather than a playoff game.
Once again, I can see both points, but they call it a playoff game, so I got to call it a playoff.
All right. Yeah, I know it's just a way to get playoff revenue and all that playoff stats and all that. But I think it's just a glorified regular season game from my point.
Well, also right now, if the playoffs ended, then Dougie McBuckets was going to be the MVP of the playoffs. So
just give it to him now. Just give him the playoff MVP. Give him. That's the thing I do hate too about like the other sports rather than like hockey. I think that's the reason why I like hockey a lot too. Is that they have a playoff MVP rather than, oh, this guy's the playoff, the conference finals MVP or the finals MVP. Like, I think they should reward players for having the best playoffs.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah. It makes sense that they're having, to have a playoff MVP versus, like you said, a conference MVP or something like that.
Yeah, like hockey with the Conn Smythe Trophy, like they rewarded for the best player who had like the best playoffs as well, compared to this guy just got hot for one series and then completely stunk the next series as well. So I think they should just reward it for the playoffs and just reward it the playoffs as a whole rather than just one series altogether.
Yeah, but in other sports, it's just a way to get extra ad revenue as opposed to like it being the Conn Smythe Trophy. It's like the Sprite Western Conference Finals MVP.
Yeah, so the or the Honda, the Honda Eastern Division MVP.
Exactly. Or the Honda MLB AllStar Game MVP or whatever it is.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, you were great for an exhibition game. We enjoyed that. I make fun of it, even though, okay. even though the stadium is here, that's hosting it.
Hey, we still love the game. We still love that it's here, but I mean, it's just funny that.
yeah, you get an MVP for an exhibition game.
I mean, I take it you guys are excited for that, being here.
Oh, definitely. Yes. I'm very, very excited for the MLB AllStar Game. I love it today. I really am enjoying it. I'm really going to be excited to see a lot of these players because I really haven't seen a couple of some of these players. So I'm very excited to see them and probably hit a ton of home runs too. I think a lot of people are more excited, I think, for the home run derby rather than the actual All-Star Game here.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, I'm obviously very excited about it too. I mean, obviously, I think it's great to have the All-Star Game back here after 23 years. It'll be good to have it. It'll be good to see some people, like especially on those AL teams that you don't normally get to see here, because I mean, the Yankees are like some of these other teams, like Boston, come once in a blue moon. So seeing some of these guys is really rare.
Yeah, very excited to see if Aaron Judge. I have seen Ohtani, but I would love to see him probably pitch. Hopefully he does pitch at the All-Star Game. I'm knocking on wood on that he pitches for the All-Star Game as well. So I would be very excited to see that.
It'd be silly not to take him because if the NL runs out of pitchers, like they might have to throw someone out there. At least the AL has Ohtani that would hang back in case.
Exactly. Yeah. And I would love to see, Ohtani go up against, Acuna, Chris Bryant, Buster Posey. Like I want that. Nolan Arenado. I would love to see that.
Absolutely. Are you excited for it, Trevor?
Yes and no. I mean, I am a huge Braves fan, so I was a little disappointed with it getting moved out of Atlanta. But then on the other hand, I'm glad it's here. My second favorite team. As long as they're not playing the Braves, I cheer for them. So, I mean, on yes and no, I'm excited it's here. But, like you guys, I'm more excited for the home run derby versus the actual All-Star Game itself.
That's what a lot of people get, and I've talked to a lot of fans that are here, and they said they've gotten tickets for so far for the All-Star Game. That's what they've mentioned, is that they're more excited for the home run derby rather than the All-Star Game. And of course, there's a couple of people that are trying to give me the All-Star Game beanie baby to trying to see if they want to buy it back from us. And I go, why would I take that? It was a beanie baby. I wonder what the gift's going to be, because it seems like fidget spinners are out of the way, and I don't know I don't know what the hip new toy is for kids these days.
I don't know.
It's Colorado. It might be a doobie.
It's an all-star green. Oh, I could see that. Yeah, a bunch of pot shops, naming stuff after MLB players.
Yeah, it'll be a can of Coors and a J.
It's Acuna's Bryant's burst.
Exactly.
Here's this nice strain. We have Nolan being Nolan. That's the strain right there. Oh, geez. Yeah, and I again, I'm excited. I'm ready for it. I'm very excited for the Celebrity AllStar Game, softball classic. So I'm gonna be curious to see what celebrities are going to be involved with this game, and some former players as well.
That's always the best. I hope Todd Helton comes out, because they always bring back like a local, like someone who was big locally at the stadium. So Todd Helton might be showing up for that thing.
It could be Todd Helton. Larry Walker may be a surprise thing too, and probably Vinny Castilla. I think if you want maybe like a slam dunk for sure, it's probably Vinny Castilla, because he still lives here. So they want like a former Rocky to kind of try it out. I think it's going to be Vinny Castilla for sure.
Let's also not forget Peyton Manning's probably going to get involved in this thing. It's on ESPN. Peyton Manning's going to get in on it.
That's true. We could get John Elway too. So because John Elway was a former baseball player too, so we could have John Elway. And see, we'll have Jenny Finch too, because she seems to be in all these celebrity softball classics. So we'll definitely have Jenny Finch as well.
I can't wait to see your picture with Jenny Finch.
That's if I get access. I got to get access. It'd be nice to get my picture with people, but I don't think I'll have that kind of access. I'll just look from afar like all the other fans. I'm gonna be like, wow.
Who would you want to see at this game, Trevor?
I think Larry Walker. I think, with the whole Hall of Fame thing going on with last year, it getting not having the ceremony and everything. I think Larry Walker, would be probably the best for me.
Awesome. Yeah, Larry Walker would definitely be the best. I think if they can get him, I'm all for it.
Yeah, and it'd be just a great spectacle, and I think people would be excited just to see Larry Walker like hit again at Coors Field. It would definitely hit the nostalgia factor for a lot of these fans, especially you and I growing up, and then definitely for Trevor.
Yeah.
Now let's ask the real question. What celebrity do you want to see in this game?
I want to see Aaron Rodgers. If they make the trade happen, I want Aaron Rodgers right there. We would sell out the place. People would be freaking out as soon as the announcers come out and now starting, and he says new Denver Broncos quarterback Aaron Rodgers. People would flip out.
I mean, I meant like a non-athlete, but
non-athlete. If it does happen with the Aaron Rodgers thing, we'll probably get Shailene Woodley, okay? Because I heard she is from here. I didn't even know that. So we would have, we would have the star of A Secret Life of an American Teenager. Okay. So I'm very happy about that. Oh yeah. And the Divergent series.
I heard she was really clumsy, so I don't know how well she'd actually do in the game. That when she was filming that, she'd fall over all the time. And so I don't know how well she'd actually play softball.
Sounds like how I play softball.
We'll just let her be the catcher.
That's what I did when I played softball.
Is that what you did, Trevor? Were you just playing catcher and just hitting dingers? You're just like, yeah.
No, I just stood there. I didn't care at that point. I'm just going to stand behind the plate and I'll just throw the ball back to whoever was pitching.
Right.
And then when you got up, dingers, baby.
Yeah, I wish. The first time I had swung a bat in probably 17 years or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't swung
was-
a bat in so long, man. I know.
It was a weak ground ball to second.
Pretty much every time.
Oh man, I don't think I've ever played like soft. Yeah, I've never played like softball or anything like that. I've never played it on like a beer league or anything like that. So I guess I've never had time to do it. So I think that's always been my thing.
It's a good time. I've pinch hit a couple of times. So.
Just are you pointing to, or are you like Babe
No,
Ruth
no.
or Hamilton Porter?
I meant I filled in a couple of times on some leagues. So
You come in as a ringer.
definitely not a ringer.
I got so used to being behind the catcher, umpiring the game that, actually playing the game doesn't turn out very good.
That's right.
Oh, we love it here. I mean, it's just I don't know. I softball is just maybe not my thing.
Still,
I think everybody would see my figure and they would think that I would just hit like Daners but that's not my style. I'm more like a singles guy. Like I'll hit a single up the middle, or if I hit a home run, it's by luck.
Absolutely. Now, we heard Bushy's pick. Trevor, who do you got as your celebrity that you want in this game?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I haven't really watched the softball game in a while. I always forget that it's happening because, it's out of town, so I don't really am paying that close attention until we hit the home run derby on Saturday night. But I don't know.
All right.
Maybe watch Chipper Jones. I mean,
Oh, I would love that, but that ain't gonna happen.
Oh, it probably would have been a slam dunk if it was still in Atlanta. It's like Chipper Jones. I mean, you could probably make a thing with all
the pitchers, the big three.
Maybe Andrew Jones.
Yeah.
I feel like Greg Maddux would be like too competitive though. He'd be like going out there and still trying to strike people out and paint the corners and still mess with people in a softball game.
Yeah, just try to get a ground ball all the time. It's pitching very quickly. Would you want John Rocker there, Trevor, too?
Yeah, no, we're gonna pass on that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he probably would have made amends. I mean,
I don't think so.
They should have him come out there and taunt a former New York Met. They should have him go out and like taunt Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah, he should. Yeah.
I don't know.
Now, my personal pick, by the way, for the celebrity that I would like to see at this game is Jessica Biel, by the way. She got the Colorado connection. I'd like to see her play some softball.
Okay. That'd be cool. Yeah. Maybe we get Justin Timberlake in here as well. I think I'd be all for it. Yeah, get Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake. That's actually a sneaky good pick. I like it.
It is. And she has that show now on like ABC Freeform or whatever ABC Family is now.
Fox Family.
Like the executive producer of. So she might be willing to come out and produce that since it's all like part of the ESPN, ABC, Disney family. Get Justin in the game. That'll make some headlines.
I'd be all in favor of that. Give me Justin Timberlake anytime, any place. Another one, maybe a Colorado connection. I don't know if she's a good athlete or not. I think Amy Adams would be a good pick too. She does have that Colorado connection, and yeah, I think Amy Adams would be a perfect thing as well.
She seems like she would be terrible at softball though.
That's why I fear. That's why I fear as well. Yeah, it's like I don't know if she's a good athlete or not.
I think Kevin Hart would be fun if they had him mic'd up the whole time.
I feel like they do that for the NBA one, don't they?
Yeah, just because he's so, just to listen to him or something.
That would be an interesting one.
No problem.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no. I think they're a little too old, but maybe if it was, in 1998, I think I would have loved Kurt Russell. as well. With Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, with kind of the Colorado connection that they had, I think Kurt Russell would have been an awesome athlete, but I feel like he's just a little bit too old. But again, it is slow pitch softball, so maybe softball. Yeah, maybe he can hit some dingers. I think I wouldn't mind Kurt Russell because I like Kurt Russell and he looks like he's an athlete. So give me Kurt Russell anytime.
I like it.
He'd be an underrated pick.
He would be. I like that pick.
Yeah, great Colorado connection. Have him with the beard. Have him just laughing, and I think he'd be a cool mic-up person. It seems like he's a cool person in general. That's actually a person I would love to meet. Actually, is Kurt Russell.
I don't think. Who else has the Colorado connection? Oh, James Hetfield of Metallica has a house in Vail. Maybe he could come down for it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, probably an obvious choice too would probably be the South Park guys, but I don't know. Yeah. Instead, you know what they should do? They should just recreate basketball. That's what they should do. Instead of having a celebrity softball game, we'll just recreate basketball. Just get a hoop out there, have them shoot.
That'd be great if Comedy Central did that in response.
Yeah, that way we could get Jokic in there as well, and I would love to see Jokic do some psych outs. I think it'd be really good. I want Jokic to have some psych outs.
Welcome to the podcast, Trevor. It goes off the rails every time.
Oh, you're fine.
We somehow turned into a celebrity softball game into a basketball rant.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
The South Park guys would be a great pick. I'd love that.
Yeah, that would definitely be a good one. That would actually be a cool people to meet, actually.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right. Now, part of this, obviously, when we pitched the All-Star or the March Madness contest, was that Trevor would get to pick what we talk about too. So, Trevor, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I mean, I know I talked to Bushy about some great quotes from sports movies and stuff. Excellent. I have a couple that not necessarily like the famous "You're Killing Me" Smalls or stuff like that though.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. What stuff do you have, man?
So I got one from Remember the Titans. When Gary and Julius were arguing, up at camp, they're going back and forth about it and stuff. And Julius says, attitude reflects leadership. I, love that quote. Once I realized what it was and everything, I've always loved that quote that, attitude reflects leadership. Take it into work. I take it into work all the time and everything.
Oh, that's a great one. And that whole scene's great.
Yeah, it's one of the most powerful scenes probably in that movie, and they're kind of talking about that and kind of maybe piggybacking on your thing too with Remember the Titans, maybe strong side, left side. I mean, really, I mean, you got to think about it too. I mean, especially with the age that we have. I mean, you probably could text some people just that quote, just say strong side. You'll probably get people that will say left side as well, and it would be an interesting thing. Yeah, and I love it. It's one of my favorite things, and yeah.
Then, one from Varsity Blues that I really liked. It was the halftime, quote from Mox at the end of the movie, where it's before this game started. Kilmer said, "48 minutes for the next 48 years of your life." I say, F that. All right, F that. Let's go out there and we play the next 24 minutes for the next 24 minutes, and we leave it all on the field. We have the rest of our lives to be mediocre, but we have the opportunities to play like gods for the next half of football.
That's a great one too.
Strong quote, man. I'm tearing up right now. Just you saying it right now, man. I'm tearing it up, man. It's just amazing quote, amazing movie. I think it's one of the best football movies. Really, it's Varsity Blues. Yeah.
Right. My favorite Varsity Blues quote is when they come out of the strip club, and then like the next day they see the teacher at the strip club or from the strip club, and he's like, I give it a 10. A 10.
Also, how going back at it, how late did they stay? They literally stayed till like the break of dawn. Like, I'm sorry, like, don't get me wrong, I've been to strip clubs, but I don't stay to strip clubs from literally like 10 o'clock at night to like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, seriously, like, who stays at a strip club till like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, there's people that do. I'm not one of them. People that do.
I feel like that personally. Like, I feel like it's just, you know, after get, you know, maybe like 2, 3, 4 hours, you know, maybe you get like, okay, I'm kind of done with this stuff. Really. Yeah. I think it's just a bad move. Like, it's just really, they should have paced themselves, man. You know, kind of went in like 3, 4, you know, gone in for 3, 4 hours, maybe got a little drunk and all that, maybe drove home, got at least some sleep.
Yeah, I mean, you know, driving around for work and everything. I mean, I've seen people walking in, you know, to strip club at, you know, 10 in the morning. It's just like, all right, guys, let's get to do something a little more than that right now.
They just couldn't contain themselves, really. I mean,
yeah,
but still, I mean, these are like high school kids too. I mean,
right.
Their attention spans are probably a little bit small, but it's just like, how do they stay that long? Like, really?
It might be their first time there. They're high schoolers, you know. That might be the first time, so
yeah,
it could be a little bit extra wild.
Yeah, it could be, but it's just, oh man, like, but they're high school kids too, yeah, because their attention spans, really. I mean, it's just like, okay, you saw your teacher, you're probably a little traumatized, at least a little bit, even though, yeah, you give it a 10.
I mean, that's
I don't know if traumatized. That was the teacher that you said.
I mean, heck, they might have stayed with the teacher until 6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, she could have been like, oh yeah, let's just stay here for a while.
I mean, it could be, but still, I mean, she's probably at least somewhat responsible where she's like, okay, my shift's over. Yeah, because her shift should probably got done probably around like 2 a.m. So she's probably long gone.
She's ready to get out and get loose. You know, she's probably ready to start drinking at 2 a.m.
She definitely had a few beers. I'm not gonna lie about that. She definitely was drinking some based on that scene. But yeah, I think it's just a bad move from those guys.
Well, clearly, and it's reflected in their play. They needed like a reason for them to play bad, lose a game, piss off Kilmer. So
yeah, and my quarterback dragging his leg. I love it. He blamed everybody but like himself. Like, seriously. he blamed everybody but like himself. Like that was Kilmer's like problem. Like, he blamed everybody else. Like, it wasn't my fault this team stinked.
Also, though, he did like Moxley does kind of have a bad attitude in that movie. Like, okay, like how many quarterbacks really do just like completely ignore what their coach says and then get playing time?
Is there any other quarterbacks other than the Paul Walker character and James Vanderbeek?
I guess there isn't, because like I said, he just like literally just goes out there and does his own thing. Like, there aren't a whole lot of coaches that are totally okay with you giving their system the huge like middle finger and then just, oh yeah, oh, you wanted me to run it? Okay, I'll just chuck a flea flicker down the field instead.
Someone that does it, you know, for a brief time was Shane Falco and the Replacements.
Right.
You know, changing the plays and, you know, whatnot. And that got him in some heat.
It did. He's also a pro quarterback, so he might have been given the option to audible. Like, I don't know how many high school quarterbacks are given like audible options and just, okay, just if you want to go flea flicker, yeah, do that. Ignore the play I called.
I don't know.
Also, wouldn't Moxon be better as like maybe like a wide receiver, and then, you know, Kilmer maybe sees his arm a little bit? Like, Does he not see him in practice and be like, oh, maybe I could use him as like a receiver, and that way we could do some reverse passes or anything like that? Because we see that Moxon does have a strong arm. Really, I mean, it's not like this guy can throw maybe like 10 yards or something like that. How does Kilmer not see that in practice? I think that's just bad scouting on Kilmer's part as well.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, I don't know.
He's just blind to the whole, backup quarterback. You're just going to sit there and not do anything.
And you're going to read. You're going to read.
Yeah.
Read.
I think he was doing the reading on his own by choice, but
yeah, he was reading on his own, but it was just like he was reading during the game. I'm like, okay, there's somewhat a football game. I mean, you probably enjoy football a little bit. I know Kilmer may have sucked the fun out of it, but come on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
right, what are these quotes?
So, going back to Shane Falco, I wish I could say something classy and inspirational, but that just wouldn't be our style. Pain heals, chicks dig scars, glory lasts forever.
Yes. Love that. Never got a chance to say it when I was like either a coach or a player. I always wanted to say that.
No,
I
it's
wish
an
I
awesome
did.
one. Sure.
It is such an awesome quote. I love it. Love that movie. Very, very underrated football movie. I think nobody really talks about. But yeah. And hopefully Washington gets their crap together and the Washington football team gets their stuff together and names them the Sentinels. Come on. It's right there in the taking.
That'd be the way to do it.
Yes, I would love that if that would happen.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, I watched that movie every day almost when I was younger and stuff.
Such a great movie, and I love the moment like right after that too, where he's like, "Okay, who besides me wants the ball?"
Mm-hmm.
And of course, just give it to me. Yeah, I mean, really, if you think about it, it's kind of like a Bad News Bears formula. It's just in like a pro sports movie, because usually with like the Bad News Bears model, it's like a peewee team. But they decided to up the ante a little bit and do it from, for the professional league as well.
Well, I mean, I think it was based on like a real like NFL strike, wasn't it?
Yeah, they based it off the '87 NFL strike, but but really, I mean, it's just like, you got to do a little Bad News Bears element as well, where it's just like you have a guy from this, you have the fat sumo guy. You have the quarterback who, got rocked and couldn't do anything and trying to get his life back in order.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, it's a great band of characters. You got Clifford Franklin, the receiver who somehow can't catch. And
yeah, you got the tight end who has all the skills in the world, but he's deaf.
Like, I mean, there had to be some receiver somewhere that could catch the ball.
No, he wanted Clifford Franklin. That's what he wanted.
Just because of this, I think just because of the speed, yeah. I can't catch, but he's got lightning speed.
So the Las Vegas Raiders philosophy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, the Darius Hayward-Bay philosophy. He can run fast, but he can't catch. Perfect.
We're just going to waste our first-round draft pick on whichever guy runs the fastest 40.
But, sir, he's a kicker. We still draft him. You think that's how they drafted people? I mean, they're all over the place, too. I mean, I don't know if you saw it, Trevor or Sean, but the guy that they drafted had a lot of memes. So apparently he has like over 10,000 memes saved on his account. Like, how does he keep that much memes? Like, really? Is that all he sends from text? Like, that's all he sends is just memes. Is that how he won maybe John Gruden over? It's just like, yep. I like those memes.
I'm gonna have to check that out now.
Oh, I was making a joke about it during the draft as well. Like about that and just showing all these different memes and all that. So I don't understand. He's got a 3rd round grade, but man, his meme account is killer.
He's gonna be great in Vegas.
Oh man. Oh, that I know a bunch of Vegas fans are probably going to make fun of him, if he stinks and, allows a thing. It's like, hey, this is Alex Leatherwood meme, it's just going to be a turnstile.
I mean, I guess it's like Juju Smith with the whole TikTok thing. I mean, he's just got a still picture instead of doing all the videos everywhere.
Oh, yeah, TikTok. That's how I feel about it. I've seen a bunch of. I work with like a couple of young people, and like they're showing me TikTok, and it's just like, okay, it really makes no sense for me.
Yeah, I think it missed me a little bit too.
Yeah, we're getting too old for that stuff. We're getting too old for TikTok. Sean and I are 32. We're too yeah. We're too old for
my
TikTok.
mother-in-law's creating TikTok videos, while future mother-in-laws creating videos all the time.
I know. I mean, really, it's bad. But yeah, I'm hearing you guys are, both about to get married and stuff. I mean, what's going to be like come on, you got to have like a sports interest or something like that, right? Like me as the single guy here, I mean, you guys got to have maybe like something, right? Like maybe like a walk-up song or maybe like a walk-in song or something like that, right?
I haven't really thought about that.
I'll get some drums to play the Goldberg theme or something.
Huh.
I would love that. Yes. Oh my God. If I could do that, Sean, I would be so happy. And here is the future. And here it is, Mr. and Mrs. Sean Pooley. Yeah, with the Goldberg music. I love it. I love
sparklers or something.
Yeah, sparklers.
That'd be great.
Yeah, and he goes like this, and he goes, whoo. Sean's like this, just all over the place.
Right. I come out and I do like the jump, like, I'm having to hold my phone, so like I can't do it, but like the.
I would love it too, and have Andrea just like blowing smoke going through the sparklers, just she's blowing the smoke out. Oh my God, that would be glorious.
Well, she's not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, okay. Oh man, oh geez, yeah. I probably would come out. I probably come out with HBK's music or something like that. Yeah. Or maybe that's maybe something you should do, Trevor. It should cut. Yeah, that should be your walk-in song.
HBK or Randy Orton. I've always liked his entrance.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. I don't know. Maybe I'd be like a heel or something like that. I come into the New World Order.
That's the way to do it. Like have like all your groomsmen just come in like too sweet each other.
Yeah, we're just too sweet. We do the for life, just that. I like that. Yeah, and then I have like I maybe have like a wedding belt or something like that. Spray it, BUSH. Put on my future wife, for the belt, with the spray painted black.
Oh wow.
I like it. Sorry, awesome. Future wife, if you're listening to this podcast. I feel so sorry right now. But these guys made me do it. Yes, again, welcome to the podcast, Trevor, where we just go completely off the rails sometimes.
Yeah.
I have thought about doing like the flower guy.
What?
Have you guys seen the videos for the flower boy? Like it's a grown man walking out wearing whatever.
No, I have not seen that one.
I haven't seen that either.
Those are pretty funny. Seeing these grown men walking out, with like a fanny pack full of flowers and dumping that out and everything.
Wow.
Oh, geez. Oh, man. Yeah. I like that.
You'll
Yeah.
look that one.
We'll have to look that up.
I told my brothers that's the only way they get in the wedding is if they do that.
That's awesome.
Either that, you guys are going to be ushers.
Yeah. They're 16 and 14, so yeah. They'll probably just end up being ushers.
I think you should. Yeah, just make them flower. Just make them flower guys.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations, by the way, on the wedding.
Oh,
On the
thanks.
engagement.
Thanks, you too, man.
Hey, thank you.
You guys have a date and everything? Steven said you guys pushed it back from you were supposed to get it married last year.
Yeah, it's still on hold. We're still kind of waiting to see what happens. What about you?
October 9th of next year.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, that's about as far as we've got. They're in the venue, that's it.
Hey, that's half the battle right there. But does that date have any significance, or was it just one you could find?
No, not really. I was trying to push it. So her sister's getting married this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to push it out away from that. And the more like the fall callers, I guess.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you tell what the venue is as well? Like, where is it?
It's a barn wedding east of Kiowa.
Oh, nice. That'll be cool.
So it's a little bit of a drive for everyone.
Is
At
it by
least it's an
Olmec?
even playing field, then everyone has to drive.
Yes. Or is it by Old McDonald Farm?
Something like that. It looks like Old McDonald Farm.
Does he have a dog named Bingo?
I don't remember what their dog's name was at the place. It's like someone's house they turned into a wedding venue.
Oh, but that's
So they got
Nice.
horses, goats, a couple alpacas, some dogs.
Oh, that's what you know. What you should come in on an alpaca. That's what you should. I think that would be amazing right now. You should just go in on an alpaca.
Oh, if I let her, she would.
Yeah, you should come in on an alpaca with Randy Orton's music or something like that. I think that'd be amazing.
Yeah. She
Or
wants
do it
all
like-
the animals in the wedding.
That's awesome. Instead of having the flower man, have the flower alpaca.
Yes. That'd be hilarious.
Why not? It's right there. You should just use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it now too with the rehearsal. And here comes the flower alpaca. They'll come here. I love it. I love it. Yes. See, look at that. We're planning your wedding already, buddy.
I'll make sure I tell her when I get off.
Actually, make her watch the show, and then we can
Oh,
skip
she
to
probably
that
can
part.
hear me right now.
Oh yeah. It's just have the ring. Have like a ring bearer for like pigs or something like that. Or I'm trying to think.
She probably wants our dog in it. She already wants a dog in the wedding. I told her no.
Maybe like a chicken.
Oh,
or
you gotta
something.
have the dog in the wedding.
Yeah.
No. She don't listen when there's animals around. She wants to go chase them all.
Or maybe a ring chicken. I mean, have a ring chicken. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you gotta catch the chicken in order to get the rings. Yeah, that'd be like a sign of marriage. You
Be a
gotta go and
game.
get that chicken. The greasy lightning speed.
I could totally see Maddie trying to do that too.
Greasy fast speed, man. We want you to have greasy fast speed, Trevor.
You gotta catch a little chicken.
I'm sorry, man. We like it here, man. We like
No, you're
planning your
fine.
wedding. It's great, man.
Well, you guys can come talk to her and plan it out. So I don't have to do anything. Just give her the card.
SP and Bushy podcasters, wedding planners.
Oh, God.
That's our new venture. Once this podcast kind of takes off, we're going to be wedding planners.
Wedding planners.
No, outdoor farm wedding planners. That's what it is.
I got a place for you then. My mom's house. She's got horses and goats, or no, I guess she doesn't have the goats anymore. She's got chickens and dogs and horses.
Interesting. So did you grow up on a farm then?
Yeah,
Nice.
in Indiana.
Okay, what part of Indiana?
Muncie, so where Ball State is.
Oh, neat.
Wait, isn't that the town that they base Hoosiers off of?
No, I can't even think of what it was.
I lived in Evansville for 5 years and 6 months.
Oh, nice.
It was really just 6 months, but it felt like 5 years.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? I can't remember what town they based Hoosiers off of.
But wasn't that like the real town that actually won it was Muncie, right?
I don't think so.
Huh.
I think it was some small little town.
No, yeah, I think it was smaller.
Okay, yeah.
Because Muncie's a pretty decent sized town.
Okay, I thought there was a mention of Muncie with the. Oh no, maybe they actually played like a game there, so maybe that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Muncie's where Garfield, the creator of Garfield, lives.
Nice. Jim Davis, the man.
Yep. Got a huge Garfield paw print on the side of his house.
That's awesome. Does he have like a lasagna business on the side?
I don't think he does that. I mean, he might, but I don't know if I ever met him, so.
Oh, nice.
Is he
I just go by his house all the time.
Is he petitioning to try to get rid of Mondays?
Probably.
Of course, who
everybody
hates Mondays.
Right.
Actually, I kind of like Mondays because those are usually my days off. So, because I work most weekends, so Mondays are usually my day off. So I'm kind of the weird person.
Nope, not me.
Mm-mm. Me neither.
This week, I think I only have Sunday off.
Okay.
And there's
All
no
right.
football on, so.
Yeah, true. All right, guys. Big discussion here. I sent this to Sean. Trevor, you don't know about this. All right. What do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer? So, little backstory about this. So, obviously, if people who don't know, with the Rockies, if the Rockies score 7 runs, they have a promotion with Taco Bell. It's called the Rockies Taco Special, which in the past it was 4 tacos for $1. I don't know what the special is now. But this got us to a discussion because the Rockies scored 7 runs. And it was a case of tacos as well. And I kind of mentioned it to my manager, Sydney. And I kind of told her that I like soft tacos, and she says she prefer hard tacos. So what do you guys think? Are you guys a hard shell taco guy or a soft shell taco guy?
Soft shell all day.
Oh man, you guys are crazy. It's hard shell.
Why is it? Why are you a hard shell guy? I'm kind of.
Yeah, because then you get the crunch and then the textural juxtaposition of like both crunch and then the soft stuff on the inside. Plus the crunchy ones, you kind of hold up a little bit better to it.
See, I prefer
the fixings in the taco.
I prefer the soft shell. Like, give me the soft shell. I like the softer texture, and plus, you actually get to eat the wonderful, I guess, delicatessen of that is the Taco Bell meat and lettuce and cheese. You're really taking a gamble on that one, but I like to feel like the texture, and I just feel like the soft shell helps a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same as you. Growing up, I had braces for a long time, so never really could eat the hard shell, so never really got a taste for them. So even now, I mean, it's always soft shell.
See, I was always hard shell growing up, and then like now that I live in Pueblo, like especially if you can get like a fried like flour tortilla taco, those are the best. Give me those all day.
Yeah, I mean, it's just interesting. And plus, I always feel like, too, with like a Taco Bell, with like the hard shell, like the meat just kind of sogs through and then, yeah, and it just falls flat on your paper as well. So that's why I always feel like. I feel like it's just a lot more messy.
Well, here's the question though, like, because I mean, obviously, we're talking about this from a Taco Bell standpoint, and maybe we'll reach out to them and see if they want to sponsor this episode. But Taco Bell, you're saying that it like seeps through the shell. How many items are you getting at Taco Bell, and are you eating the taco last?
Well, usually the case with my favorite meal, they discontinued it, but now they're bringing it back. So my thing was the Mexican pizza, and with that you got like 2 taco supremes with that case. For me, I actually was always I eat the taco first.
Okay.
I eat the taco first, and then I eat the Mexican pizza, because I'm like I always felt like those tacos were kind of like an appetizer as well to the main course, and that was the Mexican pizza.
Well, I'm glad to hear they're bringing the Mexican pizza back, but like I thought that might be part of the issue. Is if you're eating the taco last, then yeah, sometimes it'll seep through.
Yeah, that's always the case with me. Yeah, it would always kind of seep through. Even too when you're eating earlier, especially with like a hard shell, it does kind of seep through as well. Still, like I don't know what it is. Yeah, their hard shells are probably aren't very good.
I don't even think it's just Taco Bell. I mean, I worked at a place that we served tacos, and their hard shells were, if you could find them, they weren't already broken already. By the time you go to eat them, they were, leaking through and breaking on you.
Well, like I said, I'm a hard shell guy, and I mean, yeah, sometimes they break, sometimes I don't usually have the problem with them leaking through, but I mean, like I said, the crunch is worth it for me.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, people probably like the crunchy texture or anything like that, and I guess people could see that. But I'm more of like a softer texture guy. Give me the soft tacos any day. I love a soft taco. I like a flour tortilla, I guess.
That's why you got to get the fried flour tortilla taco. Way to do it.
I guess so. Yeah, I got to get that fried flour tortilla taco. And also, to be honest as well, really, I mean, I think the Doritos Locos Tacos, I think, in my opinion, is probably the most overrated thing on that menu. It is terrible. It's awful. You don't taste the shells. You really don't. You don't taste the shells. It doesn't taste like a nacho cheese, a Doritos. I'd rather just eat Doritos and just eat up the ground meat.
I mean, I'll give you that's an overrated menu item, but I think the most overrated is the nacho fries. It's just fries and nacho cheese.
Nacho fries are okay. Yeah, I do agree with you on that one. Yeah, the nacho fries are a little bit overrated, but they're not bad for like an extent. If you have it like once in a while, or when they do bring it out, it's always a nice thing to have. But yeah, but if you want to eat it all the time on Taco Bell, I agree. It's a very overrated item.
What about you, Trevor? Do you go to Taco Bell a lot, and then do you have a least favorite or most overrated menu item?
I mean, like you guys said, the Doritos Locos Tacos, I think, are totally overrated. The nacho fries, I mean, I like fries in general, so I'll eat fries almost whenever. I don't really have a least favorite item. I mean, I just stick to what I like, and don't really venture out a lot. And that's just with anywhere. I get the same, boring food, I guess, everywhere I go.
Are you a quesadilla guy? I actually kind of like Taco Bell's quesadillas. Really, I think it's a really good thing on the menu, and like a very underrated thing.
That's what I always get, is quesadillas.
See, I get the quesarito. It's the best of both worlds.
You get a quesadilla and a burrito. Oh, I've never had those before, really, at Taco Bell. I would love to. I don't know. Maybe I would love to try it. As soon as they go back on the menu, they have like the special. I'll probably try it. And you know what? I'll probably try it on here on the SP and Bushy Show. I'll go get it before, yeah, and I'll eat it, and I'll give you my honest opinion on it.
That's a good way to get the sponsorship.
Yep, absolutely. or not getting the sponsorship where I'm like, this is terrible. Why am I eating this?
Just had like a whole episode based on like food tasting and stuff like that.
Oh, that might be my dream to start a food blog.
Well, we actually Sean and I actually kind of talked about it. I think we mentioned it on the podcast that it's just like, I think like the loser, we should have made like a simple bet. Like the loser had to drink that like orange vanilla Coke that they were promoting the heck out of during the NCAA tournament. And I was just like, this is the most disgusting thing ever.
And you had to dress up like a satyr or something.
That could be, yeah. As well. And yeah. Oh, you said you're a big fries guy, Trevor. What is your favorite fry? What place do you think has the best fries?
I don't know if they have them here, but like Checkers or Rallies that you can buy like in the frozen section. You know, like Walmart or King Soopers or someone like that. I mean, I get those. That's usually what we have all the time if we have fries. Is those because they have like a little kick to them, I guess. But yeah, those are probably my favorite fries. But I'm not picky.
Yeah. Actually, this is one place I like going to. It's called the Sportsbook in on Arapahoe Road. Man, they actually make pretty decent fries. I kind of like what they're doing with their fries so far. I usually didn't like it in the past. Now I kind of enjoy eating their fries as well. It's a very good thing. They must have changed maybe seasonings or something like that, but I love their fries now.
Give me Arby's fries all day. Arby's curly fries.
That's always a good pick. Yeah. Sometimes I just go to Arby's just for the curly fries.
Absolutely.
You got to have those.
You got to have potato cakes.
What has another good one? I'm trying to think. I guess I forgot. Well, there's another place I think I like their fries. Well, I'm trying to remember it, but I don't know.
Well, I'm going to sign off on this one and let you guys finish up the episode. Unfortunately, my house last night was trying to start an indoor pool without any extra guidance.
Pool party at your house, right?
So I will let you guys run it from here. And, I can't wait to see what happens on the rest of the SP and Bushy Show.
All right, man. All right. Talk to you later, Sean.
All right. Have a good one.
See you, Sean.
See you, Trevor. Great meeting you.
You too.
All right, Trevor. So anything else you want to talk about or?
No. There's one quote that I do have. It's not really a movie. I don't know if you watch it. It was Spartacus, Gods of the Arena.
I have not seen that, but go ahead.
It's an HBO miniseries. So two characters, and guy goes, there's only one way to become champion, and that's to never bleeping lose.
Yeah, I mean that is kind of a quote as well. I mean, you got to really think about it. Yeah, that's the only way to become champion. Really, is to not lose.
Yeah, and then, it was perfect for that because in that show, if you lose, you're dead. That's pretty much what it was. Is you either keep winning and to become a champion, or you might not be here to see tomorrow.
Yeah, that probably is kind of a good segment as well. Yeah, it's just the fact that, hey, if you lose, you're dead.
Yeah.
You got to think about that. Yeah, you got to be. You got to become the champion. If not, you're dead.
Yeah.
Hey, if you ain't first, you're last. Come on, Ricky Bobby.
Exactly. That's the, I guess, Spartacus version of if you're not first, you're last.
It is kind of the Spartacus version of if you ain't first, you last. Would you be pretty good as a gladiator warrior, at those Coliseum of those gladiator times, or you would be like, oh man, I'd be dead.
Yeah,
I'd be dead. First 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'd panic too much with too many people.
I think I would do okay. I probably would die, but I think I would have lasted a pretty decent round. I think I would have gotten killed quickly, or I would last a pretty good time. I know for a fact my time would probably end up in death, but
yeah,
I feel like
I might last a little bit, but just the whole being in front of people is gonna, get to me really fast.
Yeah, yeah, just being with people, and then you're just kind of probably looking around and probably saying, "Oh my God, there's spears and axes and everything is like going on." Yeah, definitely would have to keep your head on a swivel for that point.
Yeah.
It's just the case. I mean, but I think another thing as well, you would have that thought of like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. So yeah, you're kind of doing this like ultimate strength where it's just like, I don't want to die.
Yeah. I mean, I could see, I mean, maybe if someone smaller or something like that, maybe could beat, but, these guys are, built like, superheroes pretty much, going up against Captain America or someone like that, I'm going to die.
Oh, yeah, you make a really good point as well. Yeah, maybe we just kind of sit up and be the fans in the stands and just kind of cheer on for the heroes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be the peasants in the.
I'd be fine with that.
Well, Trevor, thank you again for being our first ever guest on the show. And yeah, people, we'll probably do another contest soon. And again, that will probably be the prize. You get to be another contest on your for this show as well. We'll think about it as well. Maybe with the home run derby coming up, maybe once we get those people, we'll probably predict. Yeah, we can show people about that, and that could probably be our contest as well. And yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, Trevor, again, thanks again.
Yep, no problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, thank you guys. Peace.